Good day, everyone. I am Melanie Missionara Madelo. I am tasked to report about the omitting verbal deed words. When we say omitting, it is to eliminate unnecessary words or to leave out. Effective writing is concise. You can be concise by dropping unnecessary words from phrases or sentences. Even words should tell. In a direct way, you should be concise in writing and direct to the point so that you can avoid using lengthy words. Next slide, please. Here are some examples of verbal deed word drawn from Philippines newspaper and enter office memoranda. Verbal deed words affects his signature, preferred term, signed, at the present time, now, held a conference, meet, a majority of, most, by means of, by, come to a conclusion, conclude, in the immediate vicinity, near. That's the example of Philippine newspaper and third office memoranda. Next one is avoiding redundancies. Redundancy is often used to help pad out writing and make it seem longer than it really is, but instead of helping, it just makes the writing difficult to read. So, bear in your mind that good writing is concise and informative. Avoid redundancy words. Here are some examples found in newspaper and campus paper. First is advanced writing or notice. To notify someone or warn he or she is already telling him or her something before the event occurs. It is redundant to attach the word advance. Second is actual fact. A fact is by definition something that has already been confirmed to have happened. Third is forever and ever. Ever is completely unnecessary as it just serves a duplicate of forever. 4 is major breakthrough. A breakthrough is already major and significant. There is no reason to say that it is major. The fifth one is 9 a.m. in the morning or 9 p.m. in the evening. It is redundant because AM stands for in the morning, then PM stands in the evening. 6 is past history. When we say past, it is history already. 7 is plan ahead. When we plan, it should be prepared. Do not conclude the ahead. It should be planned. Postponed until later. When a person to postpone something already means to reschedule it at a later time. The until later part of phrase is unneeded. A good remedy for this phrase would be postpone until tomorrow morning or something else that is more specific than later. 9.1 is unexpected surprise. As we can observe, surprise is always unexpected. Do not conclude the unexpected because surprise is already not expected. 10 is an intentional mistake. When we get attached by mistake, it is always unintentional. The 11 one is written down. You may heard the phrase write this down or it is written down, but when something is written, it has been taken down. There is no need to add the word down to it. The last one is still remains. As we can remember or observe, still remains is just like same meaning because it still is probably remains. Next slide, please. Using simple words. You would not lose your reader if you have given him shorter sentence and fewer complex words. There are millions of words in the English language. As a direct explanation, the reader will have the courage to read your writing if it is simple words, and they can also understand it easily by directly explained. There are some lists called from newspaper and office memoranda. In a complex way, contribute, common, give, facilitate, help, proceed, go, purchase, buy, witness, see, request, ask. That's are the example of lists called from newspaper. The next one is concrete and precise writing. Use many concrete and specific words that stands for things you and your reader can see, hear, taste, and smell. Concrete nouns help focus your reader's attention. It can be easy to get attached if your words being written is specific. Readers may always conclude that the writing should be attention maker. Here are some examples of vague words culled from newspaper report. And a strategy term, we should apply the concrete nouns, which is fire, explosion, an accident, a fall from a building, organization, Catholic action, ceremony, mass, wedding, legal action, criminal case, document, deed of sale, certificate, monetary consideration, salary, reward, community, barrio or city. Next slide. On the other hand, precision pays. The search for the precise should extend to sentences. Consider these examples. In a vague way, his head was injured by a blunt instrument. In a precise way, his skull was fractured with a hammer. As you can observe, it is changed into longer to concise. The next one is vague, a large number assembled for the meeting. In a precise way, 500 attended the cautious. It should be specific and mentioned always, as we can write our letter, writing style. The next one is the headline. This refers to the title of the news story. Sometimes it is described as the short telegraphic major message of the news. Oftentimes it is the gist of the word. When we say headline, it is a title of the story. This is one important to be considered in writing to make the reader be alive and decided to read your story up until the end. There are some examples. Two styles of headlines are shown below. In a traditional style, estudes erect book cues. In a newer style of the DS down style, studs erect book cues. The first letter of the stud is big letter and the erect is big letter, the E letter. Then as you can see, it is, as we can observe or read, it is changed because some are small letter and the first example is big letter, the first one. Okay, I think this is the last slide. Function of headlines. First is to give the gist of the news. Second, present the news for rapid survey reading. Third, indicates the relative importance of the news. The last one gives a pleasing appearance to the news page. I think this is end up my part. I hope you have listened or you have gained more idea in my report.